Hello, everyone. Welcome to the studio. My name's David Lozeau. For those of your first time, welcome. Appreciate you guys joining me tonight. We're gonna do a little live painting. So been gone for a couple weeks, just getting the Valentine's Day sale work out and all the orders shipped out. So we're excited to be back now and get some new work and do another live stream and here to answer all your questions. So tonight we're gonna be working on this small mermaid piece. So sit back and enjoy. Throughout the stream, if you have any questions about the art, about other pieces, work, in the past, whatever, feel free to fire them through. Again, thank you for hanging out the stream. We're going to rock and roll and get going here. So I appreciate you guys hanging around. Let's get after it. So.
Marcom says, happy to see you again.
Hey, thank you, Marcom, coming back. Appreciate it. And we just took a little bit off just to get all the other pieces out and released. If you haven't seen the new Valentine's Day pieces, I encourage you to check them out. But yeah, so we're ready to get back to work here.
Alan Kaufman says hello.
Hey, Alan, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hanging out, too.
Nick Pellegrino says, hey, bud.
Hey, Nick. Everybody's showing up. Appreciate it. Let me,
Dave Allen says, dibs, with laughs. Good effort.
Yeah.
I like the effort.
This one is not available, and there will be no prints. This is just a one-off original. So this one was scooped up. Again, most of these small originals, when I post the sketch, they're available at that. They're like the post that said I was doing a stream tonight. Once you see that, if you have any questions or want to check the availability of a piece, feel free to shoot me a message. That's actually, we had a line of people trying to snatch this one. So that's usually where those smalls go. They tend to sell before we get here. So if you're ever interested, that's where to snag them.
Jesse Case says, love it.
Hey, Jesse, thank you. Welcome.
And one fearless traveler says, I bought this piece. Excited to see it get painted.
Well played, fearless traveler. And done. That's it's finished.
That's it.
That's it.
Thought it would be better.
Didn't know you paid for that. Yeah, that sucks.
Latasha says, I love this.
Thank you, Latasha. Appreciate it. Again, I love the nautical stuff. It's one of those things that constantly comes around and always doing new ones. So for those of you that did miss out, there's always more coming.
Cool stuff, man. On IG says, hey, thanks for putting Vista on the map.
Thank you, man.
Other than beer, at least.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to put Vista on the map for something other than craft beer. So I appreciate you hanging out.
Jeremy says, awesome work.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Mel Marcano is dying about over the gondola music. It's kind of nautical.
Yeah, we carefully choose this music.
It's sort of nautical.
Again, we want stuff that, again, it kind of matches the art. So sometimes it's kooky gondola music. Is it gondola or gondola's up the mountain? The gondola is the boat, right?
I think a gondola is just gondola. Yeah.
Just gondola?
Yeah, gondola. Ken Blardney from the Philippines says hello.
Hey, thanks, Ken from the Philippines, hanging out. For right now, winning the farthest person award.
Mazda over on IG says hello.
Mazda?
Yeah, Mazda Speed MX-5.
All right.
Very specific.
Thank you, Mazda Speed MX-5, not MX-6.
I think
MX-5.
I have an idea of what the favorite car is.
Yeah. Don't screw that up.
Oh, Cordy! He says it looks great. Miss you guys in Santa Barbara.
Oh, man. Hey, Cordy.
Oh, my God.
OG's rolling out today.
Goodness.
Great to hear from you, man.
Oh, my God. Years. Crazy. Latasha says a friend bought me prints of yours as a gift 2 years ago, and I've been obsessed ever since.
See, nice done. See, that's a good friend, Natasha. Just spammed you, and now you're hooked.
Good friend. Shyla says, watching this detailed work makes me anxious. It's amazing.
Shyla, it's supposed to be relaxing. Don't be anxious. It's easy, it's fun. We can fix any mistake we make. If it's a really bad mistake, I'll just turn the stream off.
You'll be shocked to hear that over on IG that Mazda Speed MX-5 owns and Mazda Speed MX-5. We're all stunned.
Mazda Speed, what happens if you get a different car? Like, does the entire Instagram account go away?
Oh, no.
to know. It's a big commitment.
Sean is asking, do you upload any of this art to files? So I assume that's like a print question.
Sean, are you asking for like
Shauna,
you asking do I upload files for prints? I print them and I do all my pre-press and stuff when I get prints made and such, but I don't upload them for download, no, if that's what you mean.
Mazda has 5.
Well, Mazda doesn't have to worry about not having, yeah.
Run out of,
yeah.
You're not going to run out of that car.
Mazda says enough of your dumb questions.
I have 5 of them. I will not stop loving this car.
All right. Well played.
Mel Marcom says your paintings are gateway paintings. Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's the gateway drug.
Yeah. Merced Weldworks gives a thumbs up.
Thank you, Merced, for hanging out.
Mazda also has an Acura ILX.
What Instagram account is that from?
I think it's from, I think you keep the Mazda account.
Well, now I felt cheated. Now I feel like you're not as Mazda-y as you thought you were.
Merced Weldworks says nice hair, great lines.
Thank you, Merced. Appreciate it. Hair is one of my favorite things to paint.
Laura says, digging the details you're currently adding, the line work is defining the image beautifully.
It was Laura?
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. The line work is my favorite part. I'm always just in a rush to get to it because it really is, for me, the same way. Like, I love seeing all the little details pop and all the little nooks and crannies get carved out.
Schmevdog over on IG is asking, what's the average price on a piece like this?
Schmevdog?
Yeah.
All right, Schmevdog. So, average price. So these are kind of what we call smalls. These are the usually most live streams you're going to see here are always smalls, and they range usually. I'm doing them in the 550 to 950 range. The full size originals like 18 to 24 are in the $35 to $4,500 range, and then it goes up from there. And if you really want to break the bank, you can see a post I did yesterday or day before of a big, huge commission I'm doing. There's that price range.
Push Nikki's giving a wave.
Hey, thanks, Push Niggy. Appreciate it.
Alan Kaufman, have you been doing anything like your work on the tequila bottles? Any work for any companies coming up?
Hey, Alan, with COVID, a lot of our stuff, our licensing type stuff has been on hold. We're nothing really in the books right now. I am working on a new skateboard deck series. I also have a new snowboard series that just got released a few weeks ago. We'll post links to that. I have 2 new boards that are released. And then I'm also working with them for boards for next year also. So that's probably it for like the stuff getting released right now that that you guys haven't seen yet. We're hoping to get more toolboxes in the future with SunX once we figure out again. Everybody's kind of weathering the storm. I mean, all these trade shows are canceled. Everything's kind of on hold. So people are still these companies trying to figure out what their plans are. So we're just kind of same thing, kind of just battening down and waiting to find out what we're gonna do. But I know that there's more skateboards coming and snowboards.
Right.
And besides that, it's all up in the air.
I assume the name is Meg Renry. What do the eels represent?
Meg Renry. So what do the eels represent? Oh, the represent question. So, to me, which is not... When I tell you people what a piece means, it doesn't mean that's what it means to you. So what I feel with this piece is more that she's kind of alongside them. That they're more her companions, her guides on this quest. She's more of the kind of their watcher. She's more like the piece, kind of the saint of the serpents. She's more of they're more her controller, kind of. More of their leader.
Companion's a good word.
Companion's a good word, yeah.
That makes sense. Aftermath says, wow.
Thank you, Aftermath.
Let's see. Matt Moore Design says, I love the juxtaposition you put into your piece between the cartoonish beauty and the detailed realism.
What was the name?
Wow. Matt Moore Designs.
Matt Moore Designs. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I love kind of blending these styles and again, switching between the more cartoony look to the more serious look. So I appreciate you seeing that.
Flip Hell Yeah over on Instagram. Gives a nice little wave.
Thank you, Flip Hell Yeah.
Marissa Whitmore says, I always look forward to your live streams. The 3 Strats and the Devil's DeVille are next on my list to buy.
Thank you, Marissa. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks you for looking out for the streams. Sorry, it's a couple weeks off, but we're back.
Charlie Townsend is saying, would you ever consider doing a project with a cannabis company to design an amazing logo and some packaging?
What was the name? Charlie?
Charlie, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, we are not against that in any way. You know, we Christ, all my parents. all of our parents. This house makes more runs for cannabis products for these parents. They are, it's like having Snoop Dogg and Cheech living in the house. But yeah, so you can shoot me an email and I count all my rates and we can go over and get you a quote and all that kind of stuff. It's like having teenagers around here in my house.
Laura's saying, I love all the nooks and crannies, the loads of depth, just tiny little lines here and there. It's wonderful. Thank you for doing this today.
Thank you. Nooks and crannies are my favorite. English muffins and paintings. But I agree. I like just all those little pieces, you know, little nooks, little things here, little lines. That, again, it's how my brain kind of sees it, and it's what I love rendering. I love this part.
Aftermath over on IG is saying, I'd love to animate that. Yeah.
We would want to do animation for a while. We know it'll happen. We've had a few things animated for the Tequila project, actually. They did some animation stuff, and it just was so cool. It just showed me that I know it could be. Yeah, I need a nice animated guy. I've got guys for my logo intro, for my videos.
Shyla is saying, would you ever be interested in doing a commission logo for her death doula business? God, doesn't that sound awesome?
Is Death Doula?
Yeah. I didn't know that there were death doulas.
I didn't either.
That's so cool.
So,
Wow.
yes. So I do commission work. You can shoot me a message and kind of go through. I can give you all the options and stuff. But yeah, we do all that stuff. And again, we license work that already exists too. If you have a company that wants to use something that we already have, we license that. We do all the stuff. I will find a way to take your money. You figure it out.
Meg says, I really like this piece.
Thank you, Meg.
Rebel X Region says, love your art, bro.
Thank you, Rebel. Appreciate it.
Vicky Hatch says, here comes another great piece.
Thank you, Vicky. Again, I love I can just sit here and paint mermaid hair for 20 minutes now.
Hair's fun, isn't it? Christina Hahn says, just wow.
Thank you, Christina. Welcome.
And JL McGreal says, I also love those nooks and crannies in art and in muffins.
Yeah, see? Everyone loves nooks, crannies, and art and muffins.
How do you not like nooks and crannies? It's always good. Push Nikki saying, anything Easter, Jesus on a cross?
I don't have anything.
Ooh.
I've done a lot of dark religious stuff in the past, and I have more things in the works. It doesn't tend to be that on the nose. It's more of the what's the best way?
Peripheral saints.
Peripheral saints, a little more mythology, darker mythology type stuff. I don't tend to do the straight up Jesus on a cross type stuff.
Oh, Brent Robertson over on YouTube says, I met you at Comic-Con in Phoenix once, and I found your business card today.
Oh, good timing.
Wow. That was a long time ago.
Was Brent?
Brent.
Brent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you, man. Welcome here.
Matt Moore says, I have to applaud you, your patience when it comes to the details.
Thank you, Matt. This is my thing. This is my little zen out is kind of these little pieces. It's all these little, as we keep saying, the nooks and the crannies, all the little parts. And my favorite parts to paint. Again, I'm always in a hurry to get to them.
Mel is saying, damn it, now I need an English muffin.
Exactly. That's how it happens.
I would love an English muffin right now.
Stay on focus, everybody.
Oh, my God.
Everybody focus. Just get the sketch out because I forgot how I drew something. Look at my sketch here to reference stuff.
Mazda's saying that you should consider the Chicago One of a Kind show. That's a really cool art show with thousands of vendors.
Nice. Never heard of that.
That's far.
That's the problem is, I'm not into traveling anymore.
Mm.
Anyways, no matter, not even counting COVID. I like working on my jammies. I was made for a pandemic.
Isolation. Bill Love says amazing as always.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it.
And Brent was saying, it was 2016, the Comic-Con in Phoenix.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's about right, huh?
Yep, that'd be it.
Oh, God, it seems like forever ago. That was a good show.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Was that the year that someone came to whack a Power Ranger? Was that the year after?
I'm not sure. He probably didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, so it was the whole place is in lockdown, so you might have. So that I think it was 16 or 17 when we did the show there. A man came with a bag full of guns, a duffel bag full of guns, and he was there to kill the Green Power Ranger, who was there signing autographs and doing a circuit. I just don't know why you're so mad at the Green Power Ranger, but he was there to take him out.
Yeah. Oh, that was the day after they went?
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a real weird one.
That was probably the second weirdest thing to ever happen at one of our shows.
At the time, it was the weirdest.
Yeah, time was the weirdest.
Second weirdest.
Second weird because it was beaten.
Yes. Alina says so talented.
Thank you, Alina. Thank you for joining the stream.
Let's see. Lily Raff, I'm not positive of the name, over on Instagram says, I probably missed it, but what is the name of this piece? I love all of your Serenas.
Thank you, Lily. So the name of this piece is the Saint of the Serpents. And unfortunately, there won't be any prints or anything. It's just a one-off small original. Again, it's kind of an idea I have brewing for maybe a larger piece in the future, too. So I think you might see her come back again. There's always mermaids coming. So this is just a one-off original for here, and then we'll continue to see if it comes around again in a bigger piece. What I love about the Serpents is the ability to intertwine with a mermaid, just that kind of the physical form to share the space like that, to both have that kind of body structure and intertwine. So that's interesting to me to paint. So I think that's why you'll see them come around again.
Brent is saying, how do you make the splatter detail in the background?
So Brent's asking how I make the splatter detail in the background. So the backgrounds is layers and layers of enamel. So basically, I kind of start with what?
Acrylics.
Oh, sorry, acrylics. Yeah, duh. We know my own stuff. Layers of acrylic. So I start with the lightest tone and work my way darker. This one here is probably 4 or 5 layers, and then I dry it in between each layer and just keep building up the tone with I scrape, drop, drip, add. It's a very organic kind of process to get to where I want it. I kind of know where I want it to go and kind of let it get there naturally. So again, I use the colors to kind of guide it, and I know the kind of ballpark colors I want for a certain piece. And I just kind of basically experiment. It's really a very loose process compared to how tight the paintings are. I think that's why I really enjoy the background making too, because it just so contrasts how on or off the line work is compared to the background. If that makes sense. I want another piece of hair coming out of there. Let's get into one of these serpents here.
Aquafan Forever over on Instagram says it's always great seeing your work.
Thank you, Aquafan. Appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out and watching.
Brent says, I do similar work with spray paint and stencils. You do a great job of making it natural, dynamic, but even across the canvas.
What's the name again? I missed the...
Brent.
Brent. So, and thank you, Brent. I appreciate that. And that is really kind of how I used to do my backgrounds with spray paint. And basically, it's kind of the foundation for how I got to here was using that. So I totally agree. And for me, having such dark line work, I can't have fully render. I couldn't enamel the whole background too. You know, it flattens it out. It kind of loses the detail work. So I kind of like the atmospheric suggestion, the tones, and found that that style and look really just kind of complements that.
Sweet. Aquafan Forever says you make the world a more excellent place with your excellent art.
Thank you, Aquafan. I appreciate that. It's very nice. Thank you. I'm trying to get the crazy things out of my head. So they can haunt you guys too, and not just me.
Christina says it's magical and mesmerizing. You have a true gift.
What was the name?
That's from Christina.
Oh, Christina. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that.
Mel says, Lefty, you're on the wrong side. It's gonna smear. That's true.
Trust me, I keep. I know. I know. I'm on the wrong side. I'm knee deep in it now.
God, man, what are you doing?
Because the hand's all freaking me out. Gotta get that part. It's like the last part you can screw up and ruin the whole thing.
Lily says, do you ever head south, like Texas, for shows?
Lily's asking if I ever head south for shows, like Texas. No, we never made it that far. We kind of petered out Arizona, doing all that area. So, and now that I'm not doing any shows anymore, so you'll have to.
Texas was going to be like a minimum of 24 hours.
Yeah, Texas was 24 hours for us. We never got that far.
Matt Moore Design says, as a person that has sugar skulls for their wedding toppers, skulls will never haunt.
Well, thank you, Matt.
Are you trying to refer to your sketch?
Yeah.
Why don't you just have it next to you?
Because there's no room. There's no room on the table for the sketch.
Jose comes in and gives a thumbs up.
Thank you, Jose.
Lily says, I hope these don't haunt. I have a house full of your friends.
Literally no haunting involved.
Yes, we de-hex them before we send them out.
Yeah.
Anderson says, is she doing underwater mermaid yoga? Looks like she's centering to heart. She might be.
She might be. Gotta be centered. The snakes will know if you're not.
Do an 8-hour headstand. Brent said he's adding you to Twitter, so now he's gonna follow.
Oh. Welcome, Brent.
Now you'll know.
Now it's all over. You thought I was boring before.
Michael over on Facebook says you do great work, David. I also enjoy playing my Sacred Heart Stratocaster. Great artwork on the great guitar.
Hey, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Thank you for snatching one of the Stratocasters up. Always great to see those in the wild.
Mel is saying, I'm thinking about getting Rise of the Geisha as a tattoo. Is that acceptable? Do I need to get permission or anything?
Mel, you have permission. Get it done. Thank you for asking.
Little tip, getting it in your rib area is going to hurt a lot.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah, because so many people get their work tattooed. I have a who's list of, oh, don't do it there, don't do it there.
Yeah, somebody got geisha in their ribs.
Yeah, full rib piece.
Oh, wee. Brent says, I love watching artists work.
Thank you, Brent. I do too. I love watching live streams and just see how people's minds work and see the different ways they do things. I do enjoy it also.
Michael, the one that has a Stratocaster, says, thanks and have fun, David. You and your family keep safe and well.
Thank you, Michael. Again, thank you for joining the stream. We'll hopefully catch you again.
Matt Moore Designs is saying, do you always work top down on a piece, or does it just depend on the layout and the orientation?
Matt, I always work upper right to lower left because I have a big gorilla paw left hand that loves to smash through the painting. So I always start up here and then work my way down, just because if I don't, I will run my hand through it. It's just how it works. Why don't y'all tell me I missed a part of it over there?
Aquafan forever saying, I like drawing and painting while listening to other live streams. It's somehow more inspiring. There's a cool creative vibe to it.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I listen to streams and watch artists in the background a lot too. It's just fun to have that noise and getting to hear other people's, again, stuff. I just find patience I have to sit when I'm working that I don't have just to sit and listen otherwise. So I think that, like you said, helps you be in that same mindset as what you're watching.
Lily's saying, my boyfriend got all the guitars shortly after they came out.
Oh, thank you, Lily. Awesome. Like I said, it's so weird just watching them pop up once in a while on a reverb site or something like that. It's just neat to see them. Someone messaged me that just found them.
Somebody on stage playing one.
Yeah, someone on stage playing them. Yeah, it's a weird vibe for sure. Have them just show up. Shit paint still. Alright, let's mix some better paint. This paint is poop.
So what are you doing now?
I'm just mixing some fresh paint. That was getting a little rubbery. So just gonna mix, I pre-mixed the color, so I'm just pouring a little more into my new palette cup here. I'm gonna add a drop of reducer, which just helps it flow a little more fluidy. You kind of want it like the consistency of like an almond milk. Not regular milk. You want it to flow like almond milk.
Almond milk, got it.
Give a little shadow at the bottom of each of these to give it some weight. What I'll do is when I'm done, I'll go pop a tiny little white dot of a highlight on top of those to really call out those beads a little more. It's kind of lost in there now. You will see that part. The lazy shipping department.
Mel says, "Where's the pooch cam?" I mean,
Mel, the pooches. Here's the cam. They are just not cooperative.
they're just like sound asleep. It's a rainy day.
Yeah, it's a rainy day here, so they have just kind of mopey. And because they're soft California dogs who refuse to go to the bathroom when it rains, it's been a busy day of just peeing inside the house.
Not one of their better days.
Yeah.
See, there's the exciting pooch cam. Scratching his armpit.
Yeah.
Biting his own foot. Oh, boy.
That's what the pooch cam has to offer. You're welcome. You saw it here first.
Oh boy, I didn't see it here. I mean, he's just gonna keep scratching that face.
Oh, bunny.
He's a star. You want to tell them about the sidecar, though?
Oh yeah, so we started sidecar training with the little buns there, the Frenchie. So we did it once, and he was concerned, but
On my lap.
on her lap, yeah, but on her strapped in, all with all our brackets and straps and stuff, so he can't go anywhere. But he's looking around, and he's a little concerned, and but it went well. He wasn't overly unhappy. And then a couple hours later, I was cleaning up the garage. He ran in the garage and jumped into the passenger seat of the sidecar and waited. And he's done that now probably 4 times today. So we haven't even gone on our second ride yet, and he's already running out there to sit in the sidecar to go. So I think we may finally have a sidecar dog. Which is the only reason I got a damn sidecar.
Yeah. We'll have to take a picture. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll post a picture when you get him in there. He doesn't want to wear the goggles though, so we're still working on training that. But I have for those who don't know, I have a black Russian Ural motorcycle with a sidecar.
Mel's saying it's about 12 degrees there in Chicago.
Yeesh.
And rain sounds nice.
Mel, that's just crazy.
And then Matt Moore Design says, where's here for you? It was 50 degrees and clear today in North Florida.
So Matt, I'm in North County, San Diego.
And normally it's nice.
And normally it's nice, but we have a little weather coming through here. So it was actually rain, like put out sandbags, tons of rain the last day or so. So that's our extreme weather. And it was maybe 55 today, so sweatshirts and beanies.
Yeah. Our extreme
That's
weather
our extreme weather, yeah.
Was a quarter inch of rain and 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we barely made it.
I grew up on the East Coast in the snow, so I can sit here and whine about 50-degree sweatshirt weather.
Jared says, love your work.
Thank you, Jared. Welcome.
Mel says 55 is shorts weather. Oh, it was definitely still shorts weather.
Oh, it's still shorts weather. Yeah. I just said sweatshirt and beanie. I didn't say no shorts.
Matt says your weather sounds like 3 o'clock in Florida.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
I lived in Florida too for a while. I've moved all the places. My favorite part about Florida is the you can say your clock by the rain. Every day, in the summer at 5 o'clock it would rain just for like 10 minutes.
But sunny tomorrow, right?
I believe so.
Get out and about tomorrow. I feel so cooped up.
One day of rain. I'm so cooped up now. Meanwhile, Chicago's a giant ice block. But it's not like they snuck that in on you.
Wait a minute. I didn't
You
know
what, Chicago's cold?
I was tricked. Yeah, it looks sunny tomorrow, but, you know, like a high of 60. You know, definitely not sunbathing weather. Not that.
High of 60, or as we know, Chicago summer.
No.
No, because they get 100 degrees, humidity. They get all the worst parts.
Lily's originally from Cleveland, Ohio, so 56 is beach weather.
Yeah.
God.
Lily. Oh.
Oh, God, no. The dogs are in sweatshirts. That's how soft.
The dogs are in sweatshirts right now. That's how soft.
They're
'Cause
under blankets in sweatshirts.
Yeah, they too are soft California dogs.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Bjork says, try Norwegian cold.
Oh, Bjork.
Right.
Always gotta.
I know. We're talking about total crap here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm complaining about 65.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
Norwegians win.
Oh my goodness. When we went to Finland a few years ago, oh God, how cold was it there?
Oh, it's
Finland was
goddamn
it
frigid.
Was
We were-
so cold.
we were in
I think
Fin-
we were in negatives.
Yeah, we were in Finland for a show, and it was just, I mean,
Oh.
freezing. And then I'm like, how do they all deal with it? And then the show was an art, a custom culture hot rod festival, and it was just so much fun. But we're like, you know, how do they deal with this cold all the time? They deal with it by drinking.
They just drink a lot.
Yeah, and the event started at like 4 in the afternoon and went till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, that's
they
just the way the
just-
show went. I'm like,
yeah.
this is, what? I gotta have to go to bed. I'm old.
I think we just didn't drink enough. I think if you drink more,
Yeah, clearly.
warm up, you.
I'm too old.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not gonna get much sympathy for
No.
cold complaints.
Oh gosh, no. No, no, no. We are one of the states that does not get to complain.
Side cam got, who's up a little bit. Side cam can get some shots.
Yeah, the top's a little blown out. Seems a little coincidental.
Did it go down clearly?
Yeah, I think it's coming back up. Yeah, it's back up. Yeah, it does something to the feed.
Sorry about that, everybody. I just apparently killed the stream. You're welcome.
Your suggestion was taken. And
Yeah. Glad I could help out, guys.
Oh, before Mel, everybody got booted. Mel said I lived in Oceanside and Vista while my husband was stationed at Camp Pendleton.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, then you know.
Then you know, Mel. I hear Camp Pendleton every night.
Yeah, Camp Pendleton's been doing their little war games
Yeah.
the last few nights.
The sound of freedom, apparently. What I've been told that is. Freedom's loud, and it goes late in the night.
Pretty loud, sure.
Yeah.
Love Guitar CWB on Instagram says cool as usual.
Thank you, Love Guitar. Appreciate you joining us here.
Mel says gunpowder and glory.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Oceanside Way.
Yeah, that is that is Oceanside. Gunpowder and glory. That's funny. So do you think you just have a few more minutes?
Yeah, do pop a bunch of white highlights too. So yeah, probably like about 10 minutes left. Fucker. Get out there. Get. Get out of there. I'll put my hands in it. Go. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, about 10 minutes left. So any questions, get them on in. Again, for everybody who's been here, I really appreciate you joining us on the stream here, and we're going to get back to doing more of these, so hope to see you guys again. And all different varieties. I may try and stream the big, huge commission piece too, the cowboy piece that I shared a few days ago, so I may try and figure out a way to get the old cams over to that. It's about 6 feet tall, so it does not fit on the desk, so we'll see if we can make that work and just share a little bit of that, because I think it's a fun thing to see something that big in the works. So we're just going to put a couple more of the... Just on cue, the little one is snoring. I like this. Let's fix this here. I think these extra lines are kind of outside of the color. Just gives it more of a wispy feeling to the tail. Maybe touched it, it'd almost be like, barely there in your hands.
Matt Moore says, I think your background soundtrack has been as intriguing as the painting.
We try to keep the soundtrack on brand. Before every stream, we sit down and we research songs to pull. We use a company called Epidemic Sound, so you can use work in your YouTube videos, because otherwise you get pulled down if you use regular commercial stuff. So we'll sit there and go through and pull out songs, and it's fun because they're just they're very unique. We want them to match the piece and to be part of that. So That is how you get to what you hear now. Okay, now I'm liking what's going on down here.
Matt says it's like a spooky carnival. That's about right.
Matt, Spooky Carnival is the brand. Yeah, that's literally. If David Lozeau was taken for the URL, Spooky Carnival would have been the second choice. All right, that's much better. I like what's going on there. So, just go through, make sure I got everything. Let's thicken that up a little bit. Let's carve that out. So I think we're ready to just pop some. Oh, you know what? The damn string for these. Let's put that in there. Need a crossing string.
I think it would be hard to see the white highlights. We could just end it.
If you want. All right, I'll post a finished picture of this in a little while. We'll wrap it up now. Again, thank you guys all for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. We'll see you again probably next week with a new piece. Again, you can follow us on all the different social media platforms. If you see a sketch posted, that means the piece is still available. So feel free to ask if you have any questions about that. But again, thank you guys for joining us and hope to catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night.